Okay, guys, so now that you relax yourself a little bit, that you have all those ideas in your brain, it's time to work again, okay? Now we're going to focus on test yourself. We finished the topic of creative artists, and now we're going to do test yourself. Remember that tomorrow, Friday, you don't have class, so that means that's why we are going to do test yourself today, okay? To finish this week completely. So now for test yourself, also you will need your pencil, okay? Remember that your answers, do it in a white sheet of paper or in recycled notebook if you're working there. And if you have a learning logbook, perfect, excellent, it's better because you just have to write down your answers. If I tell you use notebook activities, then you do it in a separate part, okay? I need you to check pages 126 and 127. This is from Test Yourself. If you observe, we will have a small resumer exercises from Smart Mathematician, Wise Citizen, Curious Scientist, and Creative Artist. So I want you to please take a look at it, do it yourself, analyze each topic, okay? Do it, try to read what it says on each page, read it, read the examples, do the bar graph, okay? Answer and check the human rights, see how the categories are the responsible people that protect your rights, okay? Check the four fundamental protections of the children rights, okay? Try to see what happens to the cooling curve of water, what happens to each state, okay, of the water, and answer the
Okay, you're going to do this
creative
in
artist
15
questions,
minutes, and after
okay?
that,
Do
we're
it
going to check together our answers, and I will help you.
Okay, guys, so I hope that you're finished doing the exercises from these two pages, page 126 and 127. So now let's start by doing the first page, that's page 126, okay? Um, I hope that you can check your answers with me. Please, it's not just copying and watching the tutorial, okay, in the last part where the teacher gives the answers. No, guys, please do the activities individually. Why? Because you're going to have your exams, and your exams will be different because, well, in this case you're learning by yourself at home, and I'm trying to show you the best by videos and explaining everything, but it's not the same thing, okay? So please try to do it individually. I trust in you that you're working individually, okay? So now let's do the smart mathematician part. That is exercise number 1. Exercise number 1 says, an example of 100 students from an elementary school and a secondary school were surveyed about things they like to do on weekends. Use the table in the frequency table to use the data in the frequency table to draw a double chart. So over here is telling you exactly what do we have to do. We have to draw a double chart. Okay? Now it says activity. These are the activities: going to the movies, watching movies at home, surfing the net, listening to music, going out with my friends, and reading. Elementary school, this is the result, and secondary school, these are the results, okay? And there are 100 students. That's the example of 100 students, okay? So, over here, if you look on the bottom part, you have a blank chart that you have, because you're going to draw the double bar chart according to the information given, okay, according to the frequency table data, okay. So the title of this is weekend activities. You have the number of students from 0 all the way to 16, okay. Now you're going to create over here the double charts. So let's start by writing down the first activity. The first activity, that will be, let me separate it by tables over here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put this one smaller, 6, okay? So the first one will be going to the movies. And this one will be watching movies home. I put it like this because I don't have enough space, okay? The other one will be surfing in the net, okay? The other one will be listening to music, and the other one will be going out with friends, okay? And the last one will be reading, okay? Now we're going to do the double chart. I'm going to use yellow for elementary school, and I'm going to use green for secondary school, okay? So yellow, let's start by doing the elementary school. The elementary school has 12. So you're going to do a bar where it says 12, okay? Like this. This is my bar, 12. Then watching TV, it says over here 8. Okay. Surfing the internet, it says over here 9. Okay, this is surfing the internet. Listening to music, they say is 10. Okay. Going out with my friends, they say is 4. And reading, they say, is 7. Okay? Now let's do the green one, that is secondary. Going out with going out to the movies, it's 15. This is supposed to be 15, okay? Watching the movies at home, well, this one has to be 5. Surfing the internet, well, this one has to be 13. Listening to music, well, this one has to be 7. Okay. Going out with friends, that means that's 9. So it's a little bit bigger. And reading in this case is only 1. Okay? So this is how you have to create your double bar chart. It's really simple. Remember to use colors for one school and the other color for the other school, for you can see the difference like I did over here. Okay, so according to this frequency table, I created this double chart. Okay, now let's continue on the next part, that is why citizen, from page 126. Okay, we're going to start by doing exercise number 1 from activity number 1. From activity number 2, exercise number 1. It says, what are the main categories of human rights? What are the main categories of human rights? Well, remember there's several categories, okay? The first one is the rights of indigenous people. The right of indigenous people. Okay? Now, the other human category, or the other main category that exists in this case will be, let's check this out, will be economic. What are the main categories? There are 3, right? But the other one also will be economic, social, and cultural right. Okay? The other one will be collective and environmental right. The last one will be civil and political rights. And you have to either circle which one is the main one. Well, in this case, the main one will be economic, social, and cultural right. This is how you have to write it and circle. That is the main one, okay? So please circle the main category of the human rights. Those are all of them, but the main one is economic and cultural, so economic, social, and cultural right. Why? Because over here, number 2 says circle the category that includes the children's right. Circle the category that includes the children's right is this one, economic and cultural right. Okay, this is right here where I'm reading that part. So now let's do exercise number 3 that says, what are the entities responsible for the protection of children's rights? Okay, remember that we did an activity for this one. Which one are the ones responsible for the protection of the children's rights? Well, the ones responsible for this one will be the family, will be the state, and will be the children themselves. Okay, that is the three entities responsible for the protection of the children's rights. Okay, remember that this information is on the previous topics, okay, that we already did. Now let's continue on the other part, okay? On the other part, on exercise number 2, on exercise number 2, on exercise number 4 says, what are the fundamental protections of the children's rights? So you have to write down what are the fundamentals of the children's rights. Okay, there were 4 according to the information that we read. Protection of children's rights are the in this case will be the elimination of discrimination. Okay, that is the first one, elimination of discrimination.